No.
Hi, buddy.
Hello. Hello, everybody. You can say hello as well.
So, zero interest. Kaiji, episode 20.
Yep. Fierce God.
That was the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. I like this episode. At first, I wasn't sure about this arc a bit. I was like, but now you got me. These past couple episodes have been really, really good, and they keep getting better. In a sense, that's what you're always waiting for, is that the build up of people executing plans and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So in this, Kaiji is
Smashy, smashy.
Smashy is facey. Returns to the room with towel on his ear, and he's just covered in blood. As a note, Tonegawa notices, all his, everything's going high. He's trying to obviously damage himself or damage the device in some way, or he's trying to damage himself so much that it maxes out all the readings and they can't get a proper reading on him. Nice try. You may also, I can't get his blood pressure anymore, but that's probably just like a malfunction. But let's just keep going. Kaiji sits down and proceeds to continue playing, covered in his own blood. And our Giragiwa man is still super, super hyped about that drilled in the ear and going to the brain. It'll be the first time you ever saw someone die from a drill to the brain through the ear. And boy, he's just so excited.
He wonders audibly about how it will go down. Will he quiver in fear and pain? Will he vomit? Will he become incontinent? Or, as Zero's subtitles put it, will he lose control of his body? Yeah, they toned that down a little bit in Zero's version. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was drooling a lot.
Incontinent means to shit yourself, by the way, if you're not familiar.
He was drooling a lot while he was discussing this, and he's so happy and excited for this potential thing.
I mentioned the drooling. That was the thing I mentioned early on.
Yeah. So Kaiji goes. He puts down his card. Tonegawa puts down his card. Citizen, no problem.
Yeah.
And so Kaiji puts down another card, and then Tonegawa's like, "Huh. I bet you're. I bet you're playing."
Well, the first round, he actually waits as long as he possibly can before doing anything, so he can let the readings drop.
Yeah.
I'll just have a smoke and just think about my options for a little while, if you don't mind.
Then the second round, he's like, "Yeah, bet I'm gonna do you bet you want me to do Citizen or something or."
He sees that the readings are dropping and they just keep dropping, and Kaiji plays a card, and the readings are dropping. Okay, hey, what do you think if I played this card?
Yeah,
shows a Citizen. It's like, yeah, readings aren't changing. He's fine.
Readings aren't changing, but Kaiji's like, because he still can't hide his expression at all, but yet the readings aren't changing, so it's like, he's bluffing. That's a child, even if you try to bluff like that, your body can't help but react.
Yep.
You're silly. And he plays Emperor.
I like that they maintain that Kaiji just has no poker face. So he plays on that as, hey, I have no poker face, so I'm going to make it seem like I do have a poker face all of a sudden. That's clever.
It is. Yeah. And they reveal their card, and he reveals his card of Emperor, and his side's all excited. It's like, yeah.
Don't worry,
Awesome.
I'll just press the button as soon as you turn over your card, so that you won't suffer
Make it as
too
quick and
much.
easy as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kaiji starts crying and he starts seeing flashbacks of his dead friends. And at that moment, I'm thinking, yeah, so Kaiji won.
Yeah, obviously. And Tonaga was like, all right, don't worry. I'll flip over the card for you. I can see you can't do it.
Kaiji's like, nope. This one's for me and all the people you screwed over and killed. You evil murderer. Turns it around.
Yep.
Slave. He's like, remember you... Or actually, no, before that, he gives a whole speech of, you remember how the slave can defeat... The slave has nothing to lose and can do nothing. But, it's because he has nothing to lose that he's able to defeat the emperor.
Oh.
And so...
This is that made real life...
Yeah.
Take the last of our pride from the dead, or something along those lines. It was a good line. I can't remember the exact wording.
And turns up the card slave, and Kaiji wins that one round, gets 9 million, which is at the very least enough to get him out of debt completely.
And then some, yes.
Yeah. So he can start a new life with that alone.
So it's at this point that the chairman decides to pipe up.
Boring. He starts twitching his eyes like, this is...
I expected to see something new today, and you have ruined my fun, Tonegawa. I now understand your true character, that truly you were just second-rate and could only follow instructions. In times of an emergency, you are entirely worthless.
Now I have to consider demoting you. He's just going a little bit like, oh no. Even though I'm glad he's shaken.
I don't like the black suits and sunglasses, though. I just look like an old man trying to look cool.
Anyway. Tonegawa freaks out. It's like, go to the bathroom. I figured it out. There should be a guy there. They bring in a guy, and lo and behold... He's holding Kaiji's bloody ear because Kaiji's ear is gone.
Yep.
So this is what I thought happened. He was using not his readings, but another person's readings.
And that's why the blood pressure wasn't working, because there was no blood pressure to read.
Because he cut off his own ear. That is dedication. That is resolve. That is... Oh, that's good. Because that's outside the box, for sure.
And everyone is now relaxing, and all the numbers are just sort of cheering. Yay, Kaiji won, it's great, woo, woo, everything's great. And Tonegawa's kind of getting shit on by the chairman, and the chairman's just kind of... At this point...
And then
Kaiji remembers, hey, I cut off my ear like a minute ago. Ow!
And so he has to, he has to go through that pain now because the adrenaline's starting to wear off. And then, boom, flash of insight through the pain. I can still go one more.
Yep.
I can still go one more. Gut instinct, but you have enough. You have enough. But I have a plan, and I can still go one more.
Yep.
So Kaiji then proceeds to mess with the cards a bit, grabs a few, puts them on the table, shovels them around, toss a bit of blood onto a few of the cards, and it's like, "Hey, Tonegawa, you want a shot at redemption?" And that's where we end.
Yep. This was a good episode.
It was really good. Kaiji's always been the type to go to ridiculous lengths when it comes to winning. When he's pushed into a corner, he does tend to go a little bit insane.
Yep.
This is the farthest he's ever been pushed. Because, oh my gosh. Yeah. Because this isn't like a shonen series where his ear can be healed. You feel the weight of just that. Of like, no, that is life. That is life changing. Losing an ear like that.
I mean, it's not like he cut off the inner ear. He probably just cut off the.
No, he can still hear from it, but he's going to be like deformed.
Yeah, I think you can reattach just the shell of the ear there.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get a prosthetic, maybe, or even if he can still reattach the old one. I don't know if it's been too long now.
It's only been like 10 minutes. I think you have like a few hours to do that, but yeah, there would be a massive scar on there, regardless.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is disfiguring, regardless of whether it can get reattached.
So, what a good episode. Like, the way this game is turning out, like, I know I had some problems with earlier on in the series. And I had some problems with the lack of, like, actual characters that weren't just Kaiji.
Yep.
But having Tonegawa and the chairman as kind of like the evil team versus Kaiji, and having them as more defined villains, that at least the chairman will be around for a while.
Yep. And then, of course, the characters that we lost earlier on, where we had the more defined good guys that were disposable, but they were sort of there and had defined personalities, so that when they, died, it mattered.
Yeah.
And it keeps pathos through the rest of the series.
I am a big fan of this direction it's going. I would say it's improved a lot since when I first started it. In terms of, I had my complaints. I don't really have those same complaints with this little arc right here. This arc alone is almost, I'd say it's good enough for me to bump this up a bit. This episode alone was like a 10 in terms of what it did. But
I kind of wish Ear Guy got a name, so I'm gonna have to give him one. His name's now Wiggy. He is Wiggy.
Wiggy the Ear. That's his Bob name.
Yeah, Wiggy.
Get Wiggy with that ear.
No, but seriously, they should have given him a name.
Yeah,
appropriate.
I think that's kind of like a minor thing. I don't think it's going to be a recurring character, which is a shame, but, Yeah.
We'll remember Wiggy.
We'll remember Wiggy. The background character that Santa Claus forgot. Well, we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
With
work and stuff. So, episode 21, we're like in genuinely the last stretch of this series. There are 6 episodes left. Stuff happens.
Episode 21, Heart's Blood.
Kiru.
Kiru.